Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be a little bit more different than the tutorials that I usually make. This video is a resource that I found a couple of hours ago, and I'm not affiliated with these guys at all. I just thought what they're doing is really dope, and I think it's amazing and worthwhile to share it with you guys. So basically what this thing is called, it's called 30 seconds of code, and what they do is they take all of these common JavaScript, CSS, React, Python, or Git issues, and they make article forms explaining how to solve those issues in a fairly digestible form. So let me show you an example of what I mean. So if I go into the JavaScript section right here, a really common issue that I have, and I always have to double check this because I always forget, is in dates specifically, is trying to get the amount of days between two dates. And thankfully 30 seconds of code comes in really handy for this, is count weekdays between two dates, and this is exactly what it helps me with. So it tells me exactly how to actually interpret the code that's below here, and then it shows me the code example, and then it shows me the output right here as well. And the search functionality is alright. It's not the best, but it does get the job done. So with the articles that are available to us, one other really common thing that I always look up for is URL parameters and how to get those. So if I search up URL parameters as an object, I can see exactly how to work with that in a regex expression with the code right here, and how to run it, what kind of example to give it, and the output of that exact thing. So inside of this one right here, there's no URL parameters, so it returns nothing. But in this one, you have exactly, in a neat fashion, you have a key value pair from your URL parameter. Now, in my opinion, the CSS section is actually my favorite of this entire website. It's really in-depth about a lot of the stuff that I would be trying to do, such as an image gallery with horizontal scroll. Now, mind you, this is all from stock CSS and HTML, and it shows you exactly what the code is all about. A preview of that code. If I click on one of these, we can see it as a carousel. And we have the code right here as well. And there's a whole bunch of examples that you can work through from approximately about 7 pages worth. And they continuously update these articles every single day from what I've seen, at least from the Twitter page. Now, the next thing that I want to show you guys is this is really useful for technical interview prep. A lot of technical interviews have these questions like getting Fibonacci sequences, or getting the nth number of a sequence of numbers or something like that, and this is where it comes in the clutch. It's really good for that sort of thing. It shows you a whole bunch of different types of examples of how those technical interview questions would go. So let's say if we wanted to look up primes up to a given number, don't know what that really means, but it shows you exactly how to solve it and how to actually work through it. And the last couple of things I want to talk about is the Git and the React hooks. So firstly, the Git. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. In the beginning of my career, I was really dookie with Git, and this type of thing will be amazing, at least in the start of my career, where this runs through a lot of common Git issues, such as finding lost files, viewing commits at a specific date range, how to push a commit, how to delete a branch, that type of stuff. Stuff that initially you wouldn't really know unless you're actually taught, or you have to manually look it up. And you know, this shows exactly how to work with that. So let me see if I can find something that's really common. So like if you want to rename a branch, it shows you exactly how to do it in a really simple form. Git branch -m, checkup, master, exactly whatever you want to do. And the last thing we're going to cover is going to be React. Now, in my opinion, this is still a work in progress, but the amount of information that's here is really friggin' amazing. From a hook standpoint, it covers a lot of the hooks that you need to know about. Once you know the basic use effect, use states, use callback, you have a whole bunch of other type of hooks that you can learn how to use, such as use hover, use fetch, and use async, and a whole bunch of other options. And in fact, I've never used it before, but it shows you exactly what the code does, how it does what it does, as well as the example given for the code and the code pen associated to that code snippet. So if I click on load image, it shows me exactly what that image is loading. And so the only thing that's a little bit lacking in this is the component section of it. The amount of information that's here already is still very useful. You can learn how to make Scratch modal dialogues, tabs, Scratch carousels, star ratings, all that good jazz. But I hope that in the future that it does get more and more people contributing to it. And in fact, if you do want to contribute to this, I'm going to leave the link to the actual GitHub repo in the description down below, so you can actually have a peek about how to contribute and everything. Alrighty, so that concludes this video. It was a fairly quick one, but I hope that you use this resource to the fullest extent. And if you enjoy it, be sure to like and subscribe. Keep it in the back of your mind, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.